Oh, I'm not dead. The long story. So I've got this this big package in the mail the other day from my friends at Zhiyun, and it's a new light. It's a light wand, which I've done a few reviews on light wands before, but this one's crazy, and I mean that in a positive way. This one sort of blows the rest of them out of the water, and this is, I believe, truly a one light for everything scenario. So if you're just starting out on YouTube, or if you've got like some sort of smaller light that you're using for your content and you want to get something that's a little better, you want to get something that can sort of do everything, this thing is definitely worth checking out. Let me just get into this beautiful carrying case here, and we'll get into what this thing's all about. So I just put the package down to open it up and have a look at everything, and my neighbor's decided he's going to start mowing his lawn with maybe the loudest lawn tractor in the history of the world. I don't know if you can hear that. I've turned sort of a background noise limiting feature on my microphone here, but we're just gonna have to deal. So this is the Zhiyun Fiveray M100. It is a 100 watt LED wand light, and it's incredibly powerful. 100 watts is enough for, I don't know how many lumens I'm going to put on the bottom of the screen here, but this thing gets just absolutely ridiculously bright. It's got diffusion built in, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not just raw LEDs, which you can get in a lot of these LED lights. I think I can't remember the brand of the other one that I have. It's basically just raw LED lights under a screen on the front. It makes a huge difference having them diffused right out of the box. This thing's got a built-in battery that is gigantic, but it also comes with like an actual big power brick, so you can run this thing off a wall plug, so you don't really have to worry about the battery life on it. It's got 6 built-in fans for cooling. It's got a very simple interface that's just a scroll wheel and a button in the middle to go through all the different settings and features. It's full RGB. It's got the full spectrum of color temperature in the white tones that you'd expect from a light, from very warm to very cool. I'll put the color temperatures right here. I'll put the battery life here as well, because it's definitely got some beef to it. It's got USB-C as well as the DC input for charging and for whatever else you want. But the cool thing about this light is actually all the stuff that it comes with, and the different modes are kind of what you'd expect. It has scene modes, and it has RGB, and it has special effects and all that stuff. But let me just fire it up here. As you can see, it's got a little LCD display on the back. It's actually in this cool red mode right now that just pulses red across the LEDs. Okay, so here it is in just regular lighting mode. It goes 2700K up to 6200K, so very warm to very cool. That's at 42% brightness. So this is just basically the RGB mode, where you can change the hue, saturation, and intensity. So you can change the colors, the brightness, and basically the saturation, so you can take it almost right down to white, right up to the full color. It's on a very pale green at the moment. This is it at max brightness. It is bananas bright, like so bright. What can you use this thing for? You can use this thing for video lighting like this. If you're doing like a talking head video, you can use this for portrait lighting. If you're a photographer, you can use this for product lighting. You can use this for absolutely anything you can think of that you would need a light for. This will work because it is so bright that it can substitute for many, many, many different lights. Like I have this blue light behind me right now. You could absolutely use this in place of the light that I have there, and it would get a lot brighter. You can mount it a bunch of places. It's got a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, so if you want to put it on a tripod, have it set up to light a scene, be a key light, whatever you want. But the cool stuff, like I said, the cool stuff is what comes in the box that makes this light so versatile. So the first thing it comes with is these barn doors, and these come actually already on the light when you get it in the box, and they clip on the light from the back, just like that. And then you've got the ability to control the direction and the intensity of your light naturally. They have this reflective surface on the inside, so you can position the light exactly where you want it. If you're doing products or portraits or whatever, these barn doors are just so useful. You can kind of see them in profile there. They can really widen out the light, or you can really focus the light in very specifically on a subject. I'm going to do some sort of B-roll video here of me using these lights in these different scenarios, but barn doors, absolutely awesome. And then the next accessory it comes with is this grid. So a grid, when you use a grid for lighting, it really directs the light kind of straight ahead. And this just straps onto the lights. So that's with the grid. It just sort of Velcros on to the light, and when you turn it on, hang on. When you turn it on, you've got a very directed light source. So if you can see on the wall behind me, it's very directed. Now, another thing that comes with this that you can use with the barn doors or with this grid is some extra diffusion. And it's just this, I'm gonna put this down. It's this elastic diffuser that you can either put over the grid or over the barn doors. I think it's probably more useful over the barn doors, but essentially you can create a very soft, sort of unidirectional style of light with these barn doors. Come on. So when you get this on the barn doors, you're essentially creating a softbox. So you've got nice soft light for portraits or videos or whatever. I have one light to fulfill all of the, I have one light that will do kind of each of the things that this light will do. Just turned it off. So to be able to do all these things with one light, to have soft light, to have directional light, to have something with barn doors, to have RGB, to have special effects, it's very cool. Now, this light's not cheap. This light is, so this light from the Zhiyun official website is 319 Canadian dollars. It's also available on Amazon. I'll leave a link below, and I'll leave the USD price here as well for all of my many American viewers. I feel like most of my viewers are actually American, but shout out to my local Canadian homies. And anybody else around the world. I don't know where you guys are. Leave a comment down below. Tell me where you're watching from. But it's not a cheap light. Like, it's an expensive light, but the quality of this thing is excellent. Zhiyun, I think they're more known for gimbals than they are for lights. Just dropped the grid on my toe. But I did a video on the Fiveray M40, which was my first experience with a Zhiyun light a month or two ago. Fantastic light, and this sort of just takes that and moves it forwards. For me, in that Zhiyun, their product offerings are just, they're outstanding. The cases that they come in, the accessories that they come with, the quality, the usefulness of them, the thoughtfulness of them, they're absolutely fantastic. Even little things like the Zhiyun logo here, and this is like a nice little rubberized grip. Like, it feels very well made. It is plastic, but I've said this before in other reviews, there's plastic and then there's good plastic. This feels like good plastic, like you could twist it and it doesn't creak and crack and whatever. So shout out to Zhiyun for sending me this light. I was supposed to do this review a while ago, but I've actually been in the hospital. I had gallstones and I had to get my gallbladder removed. So that was fun. I just got out about a week ago and I'm still in a tremendous amount of pain, but onwards and upwards. I've got a bunch more reviews that I've got to make that I've been waiting to do while I've been sick. So yeah, Zhiyun Fiveray F100. F100? Yes. Zhiyun Fiveray F100. If you need one light to do absolutely everything, this is the one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.